What is going on, everybody? This is Mike from the Last Corvette. So I'm going to try to do this early in the morning because it is pretty hot here in Metro Detroit. It's been in the 80s, 90s. We even went to the beach. But this video is a follow-up to a video that I did over 3 years ago about rear view mirrors. And the first video was kind of short and also lacked a lot of the details, per se. And then I believe I did another follow-up video that I mixed in with another project or something like that. But this morning I was reading through my YouTube comments, and somebody left basically a comment saying, hey, can you explain to us like everything about these mirrors that were found in the C6s? So here we go. So let's start out with the obvious. This here is a 1LT target top C6 Corvette. This means this vehicle came with a non-compass, non-dimming, manual day-night mirror. Okay, the only common thing is this, which is a passenger airbag display, either on or off, depending if you have a passenger with you. Other than that, the mirror overall shape is the same. The mount, how the mirror mounts, is the same. The harness is the same. Now, on 2LTs and even some 3LTs early on Z06s, they came with this mirror, which has the auto dim, has the compass function, same thing, has your little airbag readout. And the reason this mirror was even produced for the C6 is because right in the middle of that transition, you could either option out of the OnStar mirror, or you could option in. So the OnStar mirror is very similar, but it has all of your OnStar function buttons on the bottom. The easiest thing you can do is you can either Google different mirrors for the C6, or you can even go on eBay. And if you go on eBay, like I did with this one, make sure you type in C6 Corvette auto dimming mirror. And if you find this one and you have a base model without OnStar, remember this, no OnStar, this will work just fine with the original harness, because you have to understand the original harness supplies power to your map lights, which are here, but it will also power up the mirror for the auto dim function and also the compass, which is right there. If you have OnStar, you have to buy a replacement OnStar rear view mirror. Now, if I was to buy a OnStar mirror and put it into 1LT without any of the OnStar functions and obviously modules, it would still work the same way. You would still have your compass, you would still have your auto dim, the buttons would still light up on the basically your mirror, right, on your OnStar side, but none of the OnStar functions would work. So if you have a 1LT, you can upgrade to this style mirror. It's very simple to do. You just have to basically source it, find it. The way you remove these mirrors is very, very simple. You grab the whole housing, you rotate it either clockwise or counterclockwise. It doesn't matter. What you want to do is basically put it like at almost 6 o'clock position. This whole thing will come off the cam, come off the mount. Now, another biggest fail mode, and that happened to me with the original mirror, is this whole mirror housing was loose. And the reason it's loose, you have like 3 or 4 pins, I forget. They get bent over time, and the mirror just basically rattles and rocks all over the place. And you can replace the pins. You can also shim the pins. You can bend the pins to make it better. But it's best to just, if you can, to buy a nice used mirror like I did here. And for me, like I said, without OnStar, I just opted for this mirror here. The way I get the auto dim, I get the compass, and I don't need the OnStar because it never came with the modules. But like I said, the main important thing, they're all plug and play. If you do have an OnStar Corvette and your mirror is broken or something doesn't work on it, just buy yourself an OnStar mirror. They're a little bit more money. These are a little harder to find, like I said, because they were just in between style type mirrors where they gave you the added functions without the OnStar, but they're still out there on the market. So base, manual dim, basically middle of the road compass and auto dim, and then the third one was compass, auto dim, and then OnStar function as well. Hopefully that explains it all, and I'm gonna kind of end it and pinpoint one thing. So in this harness here, since this vehicle didn't come with OnStar, if you ever wanted to do a conversion to have OnStar, it would be too much work, it would be too much money, it's just not worth it. You have to get all of the OnStar modules. You would also have to run wires and pin them to make all of the OnStar functions on this mirror work properly. And it's best, if you ever want to even explore that option to just buy a standalone OnStar module that you can buy through OnStar, get it registered, and you can have it mounted anywhere on the bottom, on the top, and it'll work just like any other OnStar vehicle. All right, hopefully that explains. Talk to you guys later.